Perhaps you have ever been wanting to make a skirt like the one that I'm wearing now, one that has all layers of lace. Well, in order to do so, you would need a lace texture that looks like this, all layers of lace. That is, well, transparent, because the lower layer is, as you can see, not completely straight. It is a bit waved, so you need a transparent, a PNG texture that looks like this. Well, I'm going to show you how I made this. And in order to do so, I have opened Photoshop, and in Photoshop I have already created a layer that is 1024 by 1024. I gave it a black background so that I can easily see what I'm doing. I will create a brush of one of the latest uh, borders, lace borders that I made, and I will choose for the number 4 of the Victorian lace. This one is far too big, so I will make it smaller. I can do that by clicking F5, opening the brush window, or click here to open the brush window, and then make it smaller. And I will make this 250 pixels big. I don't have to adjust the spacing, because these brushes already come with a preset spacing that will make it seamless. So if I have set it to 250, that'll do. Then it looks like this. In order to create a straight line, I will start with the bottom layer. To make a straight line, I will hold the Shift key and then drag my brush from left to right. And you see it is absolutely seamless. There's no seam to be seen. And so I will make one straight brush stroke. Good. What am I going to do with this straight brush stroke? I am going to, because if I take away the lace, the black background, you see that it is, well, you hardly can see it. It's not very clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this layer a bit more, give it a bit more detail. And in order to do that, I will copy it 3 times. I do that with Ctrl J, and then I get 3 copies. Well, I have in total 3, so 2 copies. The lower one I will invert. So if I take this away, now it is white. If I take Ctrl I or image adjustment invert, yes, Ctrl I, it falls out of the screen, I see. Anyway, then it is black, and you can see it here. And together with these two, you will see it gives a more detailed layer. If I put it like this, you can see it very well. You could even see it even better when I would use a not a black background like this, and then you can see that without the black, this gives it just a bit more detail. What I also will do is, what I will do now is I will merge these 3 layers to one, uh, rename it back to lace because it's the lower part, and I will give it a small drop shadow. Sorry, and I will give it a small drop shadow. I can do that by clicking the FX here in the bottom and choose drop shadow, or just double click it and then I get this window as well. And in the drop shadow I will choose for a color that is 40% gray, and as you can find here, this is about 40% gray here. Okay, I will choose a 90% angle, and these are perfect. This I will leave as it is, so I click OK. Well, there you are. You can see it has a small drop layer now. Good. While holding my Alt key and going into the selection tool, while holding my Alt key, I can drag this one up and create a new layer this way. See? And I will do that a few times until I have filled the entire field. Now I can make this a bit higher. Have this one a little bit up. Oh, not holding the L's like this, and divide it a little bit over the not sure how many layers I had in the original. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I only have 5 now, so that is up to you to make the layers more or less bigger. Okay, so far so good. Now I can take away the background and have a look at the results. What I would like to do is to have some shade as if it was wrinkled, and I will do that by using the burn tool. And I take a burn tool that is about, well, 65. I will have the highlights burned, and the exposure, well, it can be a little bit less, like for instance 70%. I use a pen tablet, but you can do it with the mouse as well, of course. I will go to my to the layer that is here, because, well, this is the layer, see? So I go here and I will just put a few stripes like this, and I go to this one and make a few different ones, and go to the, you won't see the full circle anyway, so make it like this and make it like that, and there you go. Now you can save it as a PNG file, and you can use it in your skirt in Second Life, and you will have about this effect. I used skirt generator D, I think, here, and that is a double one, and I used the top one specifically for this skirt.